Napoli are 2-0 up after 40 minutes and Bravehearts got both of them. It's a big game, this. A chance to go 3 clear with 4 to play in the hunt for a 4th Scudetto in 98 years. Everyone knows the stakes, and Stadio Diego Armando Maradona, feral and sprawling and gladiatorial at the best of times, feels more like an amphitheater than ever. But Braveheart, as well you might expect, is not one to shy away from the big occasion. And as Scott McTominay scores the second of his 2 goals, his 10th and 11th for the season, a smile spreads across his face. McTominay earned the nickname Braveheart shortly after his arrival in Naples last summer. It is the perfect moniker. It speaks to his nationality, of course, but also his fearlessness and tenacity on the pitch. And, just like William Wallace before him, in Italy's off-maligned south, McTominay is spearheading a righteous cause for his oppressed people, a fight against wealthier and snootier and more powerful neighbors. Happily, unlike Mel Gibson's take on Wallace, McTominay is the real deal. His brace against Torino on Sunday, and the score stayed 2-0, meant he has 5 goals from 3 games since his boss, Antonio Conte, publicly asked him for more of them. McTominay was named man of the match after all 3 games. The Torino win meant momentum in the Italian title race swung decisively towards Naples on a day when title rivals interlocked at home to Roma. At full time, Napoli's official account on X posted a photo of the Scot, beaming and with his arm raised in celebration, alongside one of Gibson's woad-faced Wallace striking an identical pose. Napoli's 4 remaining fixtures are all against teams in the bottom 7, while Inter have the distraction of a Champions League semi-final with Barcelona. A 5th Serie A title for Conte is on its way. But nobody is more responsible for Napoli's success this season than McTominay. Since leaving Manchester United in a £25.7 million deal last August, he has flourished in a more advanced no-8 midfield role, the role that long seemed his best position but which he was only able to fulfill intermittently at Old Trafford. It suits his innate finishing ability, his sense of timing, knowing exactly when to crash the box. "I was quite misprofiled at United," explained McTominay in a recent interview with The Athletic. "My strengths have always been getting into the box, scoring goals, being a problem in there. But I was being used as a number 6 or as a centre-back, and that has never really been my game. But when you're playing for Manchester United and you're 20, you can't knock on the manager's door and say you expect to be playing at number 8 ahead of Paul Pogba. It's not realistic. You have to know your place and do what you're asked to do." McTominay does not do consolation goals. Of the 9 Serie A games he has scored in this season, he bagged the opener in 7 of them. His strikes have come in vital 1-0 wins away to Torino and Monza, a draw with Inter in San Siro, and swashbuckling victories at Fiorentina and Atlanta. His habit of making it 1-0 has even earned him another sobriquet, aprobatically, the bottle opener. Napoli have scored 18 goals fewer than Inter, so it's important to make them count. But Braveheart is the man for the big occasion. Scotto, as he is known to Napoli's bellowing stadium announcer, brings much more than goals, however. He has won more duels 199 than any other midfielder in Serie A. He covers more ground than